Hello students, a very good evening to all of you. Welcome to my channel. This is a very important class on Indian English Literature part 19, and today we will talk about Vijay Tendulkar, another very important Indian English dramatist. But before starting, I want to give you a brief introduction about myself. My name is Brishti Mukherjee. I have qualified NTA UGC NET exam in English literature 4 times and have also qualified West Bengal SET examination. I have 2 years of teaching experience. Moreover, I have also taught in NPTEL online course from IIT Madras 3 times. So that is all about myself. This is the link of my Telegram channel. The link is also given in the description box. So those of you who have not joined yet, please join to get notification of all important classes. And also please don't forget to like, share and subscribe my YouTube channel so that many more new learners can join. Good evening, Rajkishore. Welcome. And these are the timings of your classes Monday to Friday at 8:30 p.m. Saturday, Sunday off. So don't forget to join me live. Please subscribe the channel and press the bell icon to get notification. Okay, so let's start. Today we will talk about Vijay Tendulkar. So this is the image of Vijay Tendulkar. 1928 to 2008 is his timeline. So let's start. So Vijay Tendulkar was born on 6th January 1928 in Bombay, and his full name was Vijay Tendulkar Tendulkar. He was inspired by the Western plays and also participated in 1942 Indian Freedom Movement, which is the Quit India movement. He started writing at the age of 6 and he portrays harsh realities in his plays. Good evening, Elena. Welcome. These are basic details about his biography and life. So he portrays harsh realities in his plays. We will read the summaries of his important plays, and you can see that all of his plays are talking about some social problem or some harsh condition of the world. So then we will directly move on to his play. So the first important play, and also remember that Vijay Tendulkar wrote the plays in Marathi language, and later it was translated into English. Okay. So first important play is Gidhde. This is the Marathi title, and English title mein hai The Vultures, published in 1961. Published in 1961. So Gidhde is a play talking about Patel family or Patel family. So main character कौन है? Papa Hari Patel and his brother Sakharam establish a company named the Hari Sakharam Company and start a prosperous business. So it is talking about a family business. कि Hari Patel and his brother Sakharam, they both establish a company named the Hari Sakharam Company. But what happens that the two brothers have started the company, but Hori finally illegally grabs all the property. He takes away all the property, depriving his brother, and he throws Sakharam out of the house. जो normally होता है सभी cases में कि one brother becomes dishonest and another brother is virtuous. ठीक है तो हरी illegally grabs all the property and throws Sakharam out of the house. Good evening, Mukesh. Welcome. Good evening, Pooja. Welcome. Now, Hari's two sons, Ramakant and Umakant, they are more greedy. They take the whole property from their father and drive him out of the house. So basically, this play is about family conspiracy and um, the kind of jealousy inside family regarding property. ठीक है तो हरी जैसे अपने ब्रदर के पास से प्रॉपर्टी छीन लेता है वैसे ही हरीज टू सन्स दे आल्सो ग्रैब द होल प्रॉपर्टी फ्रॉम देयर फादर एंड नेग्लेक्ट हिम. Now when they grab the property, then the two brothers start quarreling over their shares. So देखो step by step चल रहा है and the quarrel is increasing. Now the two brothers are quarreling over their shares and they also have a sister named Manik. ठीक है तो मानिक का भी शेयर होना चाहिए. मानिक हैज इलीगल रिलेशनशिप विथ राजा ऑफ हंडूर and is impregnated by him. So Manik has an illegitimate child inside her womb Her brothers decide to blackmail Raja to get money from him. So they are so greedy that they are trying to get money from the Raja also. They also kill the unborn baby of Manik inside her womb. This is a very cruel act of infanticide. Ramakant's wife Rama is childless. After a long time, she is impregnated by Hori's illegitimate son Rajaninath. ठीक है तो टिपिकल मतलब टोटल corruption in the family that is shown here. Hori's illegitimate son Rajaninath, Ramakant's wife, is impregnated. Now Manik, in a frenzy, aborts Rama's child also because Manik's own child is destroyed by her brothers. And the whole play is thus talking about greed, hypocrisy, and unscrupulousness. So everyone is behaving like the vulture because vulture is a symbol of violence, it is a symbol of death, ominousness, greed, right? So here also in this play we find that each and every character, they are acting like vultures, and they have the qualities like cruelty, jealousy, selfishness, hatred, and cupidity, and expresses the middle English corrupted family. Okay, so this is about this play Gidre or the Vultures. So it is totally a family play kind of thing. एक family के अंदर setting है, and different characters how they are exploiting each other only for money and to serve their own interest. That is the main plot of the play. Okay, so that is about this play. Now we move on to the next play and the very major play of Vijay Tendulkar, that is Silence, the Court is in Session, published in 1967. Silence, the Court is in Session. Okay, so this play, इसका जो original Marathi title था वो ये था सांताता कोर्ट चालू आहे. That was the original Marathi title, and it was translated into English by Priya Adarkar. And it was influenced by Durenmart's novel Dangerous House, French novel Dangerous House, जिससे ये इंस्पायर्ड. ठीक है, तो यहाँ पर क्या कैरेक्टर है? दिस इज ऑल्सो टॉकिंग अबाउट द इविल इन द पैट्रियार्कल सोसाइटी एंड हाउ अ वुमन इज टॉर्चर्ड बाय अ ग्रुप ऑफ मेन मेंटली. तो प्ले स्टार्ट होता है कैसे कि सामंत, हु इज अ वेरी इनोसेंट कैरेक्टर, ही एंटर्स इनटू एन एम्प्टी हॉल. he enters into an empty hall. ओके, तो इससे प्ले स्टार्ट होता है. देन उसके साथ और भी कैरेक्टर्स आते हैं. द मेजर प्रोटैगनिस्ट लीला बेनारे इज ऑल्सो कमिंग with him, and Samant notices that Benare has hurt herself while opening the door bolt and sucking her finger. So this becomes very symbolical, and Samant also warns her that the door bolt is defective. It can accidentally lock someone inside the room. It can accidentally lock someone inside the room, and this happens at the end of the play. ठीक है, तो ये beginning में ही तेंदुलकर is giving the hint that the door bolt is defective. अगर वो किसी भी तरीके से वो अटक जाते हैं तो वो बाहर से खुलता नहीं. ठीक है, so this is the main point, and Benare has hurt herself. It is also an obvious indication that she will have to face a lot of humiliation. So Samant is unmarried and Benare talks with him. Benare is a school teacher. She feels wonderful after coming here. So basically वो क्यों आते हैं यहाँ पर? It is about a group of theater actors, and Leela Benare is also a part of that theater group, and they are acting a play. So उसी प्ले को परफॉर्म करने के लिए वो यहाँ पर आते हैं. मतलब एक थिएटर शो है, तो उस शो के कारण वो इस हॉल में आते हैं फॉर प्रैक्टिसिंग. She tells someone that she is a devoted school teacher. She never fails her duties. She loves the children, and she loves her children, her students so much. Okay, and she describes her duty as a teacher and her job of a teacher. She wanders around the room and says that she never sits down in the class. तो वो अपने बारे में स्टोरी बता रही है सामंत को. Her excellent performance makes everyone jealous in her school. She is the best teacher. Student loves her so much, and that is why it is the cause of jealousy for other staff. She also satirizes her team members very wittily like Mrs. Kashikar as hand that rocks the cradle though she is childless. तो इस टाइप से वो सैटराइज कर रहे हैं सारे मेंबर को, ठीक है। मिसेस काशिकर से स्टार्ट होता है, देन ऑल्सो सैटराइजेस पोंगशे हु इज अ करप्टेड एकेडमिशियन एंड सुखतमे हु इज अ बैड लॉयर, ठीक है। नाउ देन द अदर मेंबर्स अराइव, जिसके बारे में वो क्रिटिसाइज कर रहे थे वो एक एक करके अंदर आ रहे हैं, एंड बिनारी सरप्राइजेस देम विद सडन बू साउंड, जैसे मतलब बच्चे लोग करते हैं वैसे ही। So then appears another character called Balu Rokde. He is the adopted son of Mr. Kashikar, but he works as a slave. And Benare thinks, and everyone realizes that there is a kind of intimacy between Mrs. Kashikar and Balu Rokde, and it is not like mother-son relationship. There is something different in that. ठीक है। तो बेसिकली द प्ले विच दे हैव कम टू स्टेज दैट इज ऑन अ मॉक कोर्ट ट्रायल, ठीक है। तो एक कोर्ट ट्रायल में प्ले का सेटिंग है, एंड वो ट्रायल किसका है? वो ट्रायल है एक इंपॉर्टेंट कैरेक्टर का, ठीक है। तो वो ट्रायल को प्ले करने के लिए वो लोग यहाँ पर आ रहे हैं। Now, Mr. Karnik arrives, who is an experienced theatre actor. Mrs. Kashikar wants her husband to buy a garland for her hair, and Karnik satirizes that there must be something wrong in private between them. तो मतलब कोई भी मेंबर दूसरे मेंबर से सेटिस्फाइड नहीं है, एंड ईच एंड एवरी मेंबर दे आर ट्राइंग टू सैटराइज, दे आर ट्राइंग टू मॉक द अदर मेंबर। तो मिस्टर एंड मिसेस काशिकर, इन दोनों के बीच में रिलेशनशिप बिल्कुल भी अच्छा नहीं है, बट वो बाहर में शो ऑफ करते हैं कि वी आर सो हैप्पी कपल। तो वैसे ही यहाँ पर वो शो ऑफ कर रहे हैं। नाउ दे प्रिपेयर द कोर्ट रूम फॉर स्टेजिंग द प्ले। तो ये किसका मॉक ट्रायल था? मॉक ट्रायल था प्रेसिडेंट जॉनसन का, जो वो प्ले कर रहे हैं, एंड द कैरेक्टर ऑफ प्रेसिडेंट जॉनसन इज प्लेड बाय कार्निक। मिस्टर कार्निक बिकम्स जॉनसन। Now Rokde informs that Professor Damle has not arrived. Professor Damle, who is another important person in this particular theater, he has not arrived. So Sukhatme assures that no problem if Professor Damle remains absent, then he can both play the role of defense lawyer and prosecution lawyer. So Professor Damle का रोल था एक लॉयर का, तो सुखात में कह रहे हैं कि आई कैन प्ले बोथ द रोल्स, दो सुखात में इन रियल लाइफ इज अ वेरी बैड लॉयर। So here Tendulkar is trying to show us or trying to project that how all those respectable professions like the profession of lawyer, profession of teacher, these are getting corrupted by a group of people, ठीक है। एंड यहाँ पर वो जो एक्ट कर रहे हैं उसमें भी कोई भी सीरियसनेस नहीं है, तो सुखात में बहुत आसानी से कह रहा है कि आई कैन प्ले द रोल ऑफ बोथ। Now Benare feels very bored to react the same play, to react, no, to enact the same play again and again, to enact the same play again and again। तो बेनारी ये कह रहे हैं कि ये अच्छा नहीं है कि बार बार हम एक ही प्ले को प्रैक्टिस करें, क्यों ना हम कुछ अलग सी चीजें ट्राई करें। Because if you practice one thing very repeatedly, then oftentimes you can lose your potentiality in that, or you cannot perform well when it comes to theater or any kind of singing or dancing। कोई performance की अगर बात होती है तो बहुत ज्यादा अगर आप प्रैक्टिस करोगे तो रियल जब आपको करने का टाइम आएगा तब आप उतना आसानी से कर नहीं पाओगे। यू विल बिकम टायर्ड, यू विल फील बोर्ड, right? So Benare suggests that now Karnik plans to enact the play with a new case just as a game to pass the time. तो कार्निक ये कह रहा है कि चलो ठीक है, अगर ये एक ही केस बार बार सॉल्व करते करते बोरिंग लग रहा है तो क्यों ना हम इस जो अभी जो टाइम बचा है हमारे हाथ में, प्रैक्टिस भी हो जाएगा एंड टाइम भी कट जाएगा, तो चलो दूसरे केस से टोटल प्ले को सजाते हैं। So basically, this is a pre-planned thing, and Karnik deliberately accuses Benare as a prisoner who is accused of the crime of infanticide. Samant offers pan and cigarette to all. He is shocked that Benare is accused of such a crime because Samant is the only person who can comfort him. Sorry, who can comfort her. Now Sukhatme announces a break of 15 minutes to spit out the pan. तो कई सारे comic elements है। Sukhatme begins his lawyer speech with a very grave and grim tone that motherhood is the most sacred thing. It is the most punishable offense to kill a baby by a mother. And Benare continuously pleads that how can I kill my baby? It is totally false allegation and I am not guilty of that. ठीक है। तो जैसे कोर्ट में होता है कि भगवत गीता के ऊपर हाथ रखकर आपको कहना होता है कि वट एवर आई एम सेइंग इट इज ट्रू। तो यहाँ पर भगवत गीता नहीं है, सो पुंक्षे brings Oxford dictionary to swear on, and Pungshe also says that I am swearing touching the Oxford English dictionary that whatever I will say it will be true। ठीक है, तो ये टोटली एक मतलब मॉकरी है ऑफ ऑल द कोर्ट रिचुअल्स एंड व्हाट द कैरेक्टर्स आर डूइंग। Now, Balu Rokde, as a witness, replies that he has seen Benare with Professor Damle. And someone says that Professor Damle has locked up Benare in his room. He has heard the crying of a woman from inside and pleading the man not to leave her in condition. तो ये एक्चुअली में यही इंसिडेंट हुआ था, एंड दे आर जस्ट बेयरिंग बेनारे's प्राइवेट लाइफ इनटू पब्लिक। ठीक है। एक्चुअली सावंत इज नरेटिंग अ पैसेज फ्रॉम अ नॉवेल, बट narrating a passage from a novel, but जो novel से वो पढ़ रहे थे, it exactly matches, ironically exactly matches with Benare's condition। सामंत unknowingly ये बता रही है, but it exactly matches, unknowingly it becomes real। Benare starts crying and decides to leave the room, but the door is locked from outside। जो सामंत ने बताया था कि ये डोर बोल्ट एक डिफेक्टिव डोर बोल्ट है जो ऑटोमेटिकली लॉक हो जाते हैं कभी कभी, तो वही चीज होता है कि बेनारे इज लॉक्ड इनसाइड द रूम एंड इट अपीयर्स टू बी अ काइंड ऑफ जेल, जहां पर बेनारे को डेलिबरेटली फोर्स करके वहां पर लॉक कर दिया गया है एंड शी कैन नॉट गो आउट। नाउ मिसेस काशिकर टेक्स रिवेंज फ्रॉम हर। मिसेस काशिकर स्पीक्स इन फेवर ऑफ चाइल्ड मैरिज बिकॉज दैट विल स्टॉप ग्रोन अप वुमेन फ्रॉम सच promiscuity। Very controversial statement she is telling us। Rokde writes that one day Benare tries to seduce him, but he slaps। ये false allegation वो दे रहा है। And finally, Pungsha reveals that Benare is impregnated by Professor Damle, and she carries a bottle of Tic 20 in her purse, which is a poison। Tic 20 is a poison। And finally, Benare confesses that yes, she has fallen in love with her uncle at the age of 14, but the whole family protests against that। And then she tries to kill herself but fails। वो अपने story बता रहे हैं। She again falls in love with Professor Damle, but he also uses her body and rejects him when she is expecting a child। Now, Mr. Karnik announces the punishment that her child must be aborted. And this is a very shocking and funny thing that जो crime के लिए बेनारी को accuse किया गया है, the crime of infanticide, that is the judgment of Karnik। कार्निक भी वही ऑर्डर दे रहे हैं कि इस बच्चे को मारना है, बिकॉज इट इज एन इलीगल चाइल्ड एंड बेनारी इज अ स्कूल टीचर, एंड इफ वी allow her to bring up that child, then society will become corrupted। Benare screams and protests and collapses into grief। Benare protests against that child killing। Now, someone unlocks the door to know whether the play has started or not। Everyone leaves and only Samant consoles Benare। So, at the end of the play, there is a green parrot, इस टाइप का एक चीजें हैं, सामंत आकर बेनारे को दे रहे हैं, and Samant consoles Benare, and the real play starts after that, but उसका description play में नहीं है, it ends with the mock court trial। So, this is about silence, and here also the character of Pongshe, Balu Rokde, and all the other male characters, they are just trying to insult Benare, and it shows how patriarchal society cannot accept the reality that a woman can go ahead, a woman can do miracle। ठीक है, तो बेनारे इज अ सक्सेसफुल वीमेन, दैट इज वाई इन लोगों के ऊपर एक मतलब बेनारे के ऊपर ही अटैक आ रहे हैं, डेलिबरेटली दे आर एक्यूजिंग बेनारे ऑफ सच अ काइंड ऑफ थिंग, एंड फाइनली बेनारे इज tortured and also mentally broken down by the other character। ठीक है, तो ये बात है अबाउट दिस पर्टिकुलर play Silence, the court is in session। Moving on to next play, that is Khashiram Kotwal, another very important political play published in 1972। Khashiram Kotwal। ओके, तो घाशीराम कोतवाल प्ले में क्या है, It is Tendulkar's most controversial play, and it is written as a response to the rise of a political party called Shiv Sena in Maharashtra. Okay, that is why it is political. Good evening, Jogesh. Welcome. It is political, and that is why it is most controversial. It is also historical play. So the main plot is based on Nana Fadunvis Dewan of Pune and his police chief Khasiram Kotwal. Okay, the play is narrated by Sutradhar Khasiram's friend. Khasiram's friend. The play is narrated by Sutradhar Khasiram's friend. Okay. So the play begins with an invocation to Lord Ganesh, and Nana Fadunvis is described as a very corrupted man who is engaged with a dancer named Lavani. So he's a characterless person or loose character. Kashiram is a Brahmin who goes to collect alms at the Peshwa's festival, and he is imprisoned. Okay. Later, what happens? Kashiram finally gets the position of police chief or Kotwal and enforces strict rules in the city. So finally, Khasiram becomes the Kotwal and the chief of the police department. His daughter Gauri is impregnated by Nana Sahib and dies during childbirth. After the death of his daughter, Khashiram is enraged and puts a number of Brahmins inside a small room. Most of them die due to suffocation. It is very similar to what Sirajuddaula did with the English soldiers, which is known as the dark room tragedy on the in Bengal. So most of them died due to suffocation, and the Brahmins of Pune complains to Peshwa that your Kotwal Khashiram, he is torturing us, he is killing us so cruelly. Peshwa orders Nana to kill Khasiram in the most inhuman way. नाना साहब को वो ऑर्डर दे रहा है. पेशवा इज द हाईएस्ट लेवल ऑफ हाईएस्ट लेवल ऑफ रूल. तो पेशवा नाना साहब को ऑर्डर दे रहा है कि यू मस्ट किल घाशीराम. And finally Khashiram is killed, which is very tragic scene. His head is shaved, he is beaten up publicly and is tied to the leg of an animal. ठीक है, तो बहुत ही ब्रूटल टॉर्चर उनके ऊपर किए जा रहे हैं. एंड फाइनली नाना साहब अनाउंसेस अ फेस्टिवल टू सेलिब्रेट हिज डेथ. Nana Sahib announces a festival to celebrate his death. Okay, so that is about Khashiram Kotwal. So that is why it is very controversial, because the character of Nana Sahib is presented in a very wrong light, and इसके लिए कई सारे impositions आए थे इस play के ऊपर. ठीक है, नेक्स्ट प्ले पे हम आते हैं सखाराम बाइंडर, पब्लिश्ड इन 1972. सखाराम बाइंडर. तो सखाराम बाइंडर मेन प्रोटैगनिस्ट है जिससे प्ले का नाम है. एंड बेसिकली ही इज अ बुक बाइंडर हु हेट्स हिज अपब्रिंगिंग इन अ ब्राह्मण सोसाइटी. He gives shelter to those women who are abandoned and neglected by their husband. तो बहुत ही peculiar mindset था. ठीक है, and in return they perform all wifely duties and also offers their bodies to quench his sexual thirst. So he is not at all a very kind hearted man. ठीक है, सखाराम का एक दूसरा पर्पस था, right? And in that way he has two women. One is Lakshmi, who is a timid girl obeying him as a husband, and Champa, who is a low class girl but bold in nature. तो दोनों कंट्रास्टिंग कैरेक्टर उनके घर में है. वन इज लक्ष्मी, अनदर इज चंपा. तो लक्ष्मी जैसे उनका नाम है वैसे ही उनका जो बिहेवियर है वो भी वैसे. लक्ष्मी इज वेरी सबमिसिव, वेरी मतलब calm and accepted girl. But Champa is very bold, though she belongs to lower caste. Good evening, Subhash. Welcome. Sakharam always says that all women are free to leave him at any time. ये वो बाहर से बताते हैं, but अंदर से believe नहीं करते. He will give her a साड़ी, 50 rupees, a ticket wherever she wishes to go. सखाराम ये कहते हैं, मतलब ये वो तभी करते हैं जब कोई वुमेन के साथ उनका जो भी उससे पाना था वो कंप्लीटली हो जाते हैं, एंड द वुमेन बिकम्स बोरिंग. उनके बॉडी से उतना प्लेजर वो ड्रॉ नहीं कर पाते हैं. देन ही डिसमिसेस द वुमेन and gives her all those gifts, and also gives her a ticket wherever she wishes to go. So this play is talking about the enslavement of women in post-colonial India, and it also talks about the torture or the position of women in patriarchal society, how they are treated, how they are taken for granted. तो इसी प्लॉट के कारण इस प्ले को बैन कर दिया गया था इन इंडिया इन 1974। ठीक है, तो इट ऑल्सो हैज a controversial thing, Sakaram Bite। तो दीज आर हिज मेजर प्लेस। उनके अदर प्लेस क्या क्या है? अदर प्लेस के लिस्ट में आते हैं श्रीमंत, पब्लिश्ड इन 1956। It is talking about a single mother who decides to raise her child alone, but her father is in search for a husband to marry her and legitimize the parentage of the child। तो यहाँ पर भी देखो पैट्रियार्कल सोसाइटी के साथ एक कॉन्फ्लिक्ट दिखाया गया है। Then Kanyadan is another play published in 1983. It is talking about the cultural and emotional upheavals of a family regarding the marriage of a young, educated, talented Brahmin woman who is going to marry a low class man। ठीक है, तो इससे कंट्रोवर्सी स्टार्ट होते हैं रिगार्डिंग कास्ट बैरियर। so these are his other plays. Okay. So that is about Vijay Tendulkar. I have summed up his major plays. तो दोनों plays सबसे ज्यादा important है। One is Kashiram Kotwal and another is Silence। तो जो भी बुक्स आपके पास है उससे जरूर एक बार पढ़ लेना, एंड अगर टाइम मिले तो इन दोनों प्लेस का टेक्स्ट भी जरूर पढ़ना। इट इज ब्यूटिफुली रिटन एंड ब्यूटिफुली प्रोजेक्टेड। Okay, so that is the end of today's class. Thank you all for joining. This is the link of my Telegram channel. The link is also given in the description box. So those of you who have not joined yet, please join to get notification of all important classes. So tomorrow at 8:30 p.m. we will give a critical analysis of the Tempest जो मैंने आपको बताया था कि after completion of the summary we will do a critical analysis of the Tempest। तो वो क्लास कल होगी, and in tomorrow's class we will analyze some of the important issues associated with the play, like the use of magic, the post-colonial elements in the play, the major characters, the nature nurture debate and all this thing। Okay, so that is the end of today's class. Thank you all for joining. These are the timings of your classes. So don't forget to join me live. Please subscribe the channel and press the bell icon to get notification. So bye bye everyone. See you all tomorrow at 8:30 p.m.